I had the best consistency and saw the most progress when I started focusing on the right things in my business and life. This is something that allowed me to have a great 2024 and is going to carry me into an even better 2025. I stopped setting outcome-based goals. Most people are stuck spending way too much time focusing on the outcomes they hope to create, making more money, buying certain things. And although they're great motivators, sometimes these things can be really far off. And that's when you hear people talking about creating smaller wins by maybe buying something every weekend that they had a great week or something like that. Although overarching outcome-based goals are great motivators for me personally, it hasn't led to the amount of productivity and consistency that I've wanted to see. What's been the biggest driving factor for me has been setting input-based goals, celebrating the inputs, celebrating the consistency along the way. Instead of aiming for an income goal in my business, I would reverse engineer the amount of outreach it's going to take to get to that income goal and then make the amount of outreach the goal. Instead of focusing on losing a certain amount of weight by a certain amount of time, the goal is to eat a certain amount of calories and do a certain amount of exercise. By doing that, it allowed me to set goals that are so in my control that there's very little outside factors that could ever affect that. It truly became me versus me. It put me in this state where I'm always feeling good about the work that I'm doing because I'm always constantly winning, rather than doing all of this work and then hoping, waiting, and feeling like I'm in this rush to get to that end result, to get those outputs. When it comes to doing the work for the big outcome-based goals, sometimes you can get lost along the way. Sometimes you can doubt yourself. Sometimes you can say, is this really worth it? Where is this heading? Is this really heading to where I want it to head to? Instead, I love to focus on the inputs, lock in, and trust the process. Yes, we still analyze and adjust along the way, but I've won because I've done the inputs. And allowing those big goals to just be a byproduct of the day-to-day wins I'm already seeing has made it way easier to be consistent in the long run. That's something that's just worked really, really well for me in 2024. It's something I'm going to ramp up even more in 2025 to take my consistency and my discipline and everything that I need to do to hit my big goals to another level. If you haven't tried it out, if you've always struggled to be consistent, if you've struggled to, achieve those New Year's, New Year, New Me goals, maybe give this a try. Drop those goals and just plan out the inputs and commit to them. See you in the next video.